official start of the inaugural Sydney Harbour and Coast Walk, and Phil and his team need to be congratulated to bringing to the attention this beautiful coastal walk and the fact that it actually starts here at Barrenjoey Head, which is an amazing start of any visit to Sydney. I'd also like to welcome the hardy and energetic walkers who've taken on this fantastic trip for 30 days. So I'll hand over to Mr. Stokes. Minister Stokes, thank you very much.
It's wonderful to be here with the Mayor of Pittwater to officially launch this amazing walk, this incredible adventure, and I as well offer my best wishes to the intrepid Pedians who are about to engage on quite an extraordinary adventure through an amazing landscape. As I reflect upon it, it's as much cultural as it is environmental in focus, because what the walkers are doing is exploding this culture that somehow has sort of infiltrated Western society more broadly, that we're not conscious of the places we inhabit. We sort of live in this hamster wheel of acquisition, of trying to just get ahead of the Joneses when we're failing to see the beautiful place that we live and the beautiful people that we live amongst. So what this walk is doing is really quite extraordinary, and in one sense hopefully revolutionary in making us appreciate, be conscious of the amazing environment in which we live, the amazing communities that comprise Sydney and its environs, and the amazing people that we can meet along the way. The walkers are really almost like prophets, telling the communities you're passing about the importance of getting out, of enjoying our landscape, enjoying our communities, and being part of it and being conscious of it.
Well, we've just been up to the lighthouse, and it's the first time I've ever been up there, and what an experience that's been. To see the internal staircase is amazing, and it's an amazing part of history, not just for Pittwater but also for New South Wales, I think. And then you come out here and look what we have, and we see something here that we haven't seen for years because of the recent bushfires. We see an amazing regrowth of the natural vegetation up here that probably hasn't been exposed for decades. Even on a day like this, you can still see the beauty of Pittwater. It doesn't necessarily have to have the sun shining to see just what a beautiful place in which we live.
Brian, tell us a bit about, Governor Phillip, about the time that you came and walked up here. Yeah, well, that was your second trip, was it?
Yeah, I'd come along, Governor Phillip had come through here in a longboat, and we'd gone up the Pittwater, which you can see here, and it was my estimation.
After the first exploratory trip to Broken Bay, Governor Phillip wrote to Lord Sydney on the 15th of May, 1788. Immediately around the headland that forms the southern entrance into the bay, there is a third branch, which I think the finest piece of water I ever saw, and which I honoured with the name of Pittwater. William Pitt, for whom Pittwater was named, was Prime Minister of Great Britain at the time. It wasn't until the early 1900s that Pitt and water became Pittwater. William Romain Govert was an assistant surveyor in the Surveyor General's Department of New South Wales from 1827 to 1833. Govert's sketches in watercolours describe Barrenjoey, as it was then called, as a sandbar of 2 or 3 miles in length, very narrow, that suddenly and abruptly assumes, in a succession of perpendicular ridges of rock, a wild and bold appearance. Thus far, the rain that soaked our send-off ceremony this morning has held off, but it threatens to return. With 4 kilometres of the trek now behind us, we leave the sands of Palm Beach to start our second climb of the day, and it's steep with hundreds of steps. In a few days we should be used to it, but right now it hurts a bit.
We'll be there by 4:30, have a few drinks, then at 6 o'clock we'll have dinner.
Oh my God, one of these walks, the first few days were absolute bloody torment. I always mean to do the training, but I never do. So the first few days, just a torment. But give me a couple of days and I'll run up one of these mountains.
Well, weather for walking. Keep me on record. No, you've organised well. Fantastic.
That's what I said, you've been walking.
Hallelujah! You win. couple of really steep steps.
Yum.
There was a hand sticking out, this rock had fallen off and hit, squashed the guy in there. That's how they found it.
What you can see in the distance with the lighthouse is Barrenjoey, on Barrenjoey headland. The next big headland which we've climbed over is the Palm Beach Hill, and then we're now standing on Bangully, and they are the 3 steepest climbs of the whole 315 kilometre walk.
But the headlands are Barrenjoey, Little Head, and that's Carreel Head that you're looking at right now.
I'm not going to tell them that, mate. It's too technical.
No.
So that's why we went there, and because it's
But
official.
if you look at the map,
Yeah, but that's because it's drawn by us and then it's interpreted by Sidwell.
and also I may be thinking we're further along than we are. Ooh. What's that? They're a different type of fan flower, but I've never seen one that's such a small flower. Just keep going, but that way. Back.
I could have come back.
William Govett told of Aborigines fishing for snapper on the rock platform in the bay below, with considerable success. They stand at the very extremity of the rocks, the breakers often forcing them for their footing. When they feel a fish, they haul in with great rapidity to preserve the fish from getting under the rocks. They make fires as near their fishing ground as possible, and generally rest and eat as soon as they are caught. The women attend the fires, while the boys catch bait, collect oysters, and the men fish.
Show from the tune. And the theme song from the Argonauts came on, and I recognised it. I can't remember the tune, but as soon as they played it, I thought, oh, that's the Argonauts.
Yeah, I was never an Argonaut, but I...
No, neither was I, but I always aspired to be one. You know, I thought, oh, wouldn't it be good to be an Argonaut?
This is why you've got to turn around every now and
then. We need to get on a treadly, otherwise we are going to get so wet.
Mate, what a night. These guys, incredible hospitality. We had a fantastic night. Went out for dinner. There's heaps of local restaurants, and here it's just so much fun. Even all the residents just jump in and are very friendly. Had a great night. It was fantastic.
Good hospitality.
Good hospitality. Fantastic hospitality.